Rajean Houle is remembered as one of the worst GMs in Montreal Canadiens history, if not the worst. In this video, I'll be looking at Rajean Houle's worst move as Montreal Canadiens GM. Rajean Houle definitely made some very questionable trades and questionable draft picks. Here are some of the questionable trades he's remembered for. The absolute worst trade he made was sending Patrick Roy and Mike Keane to the Colorado Avalanche in exchange for Andrey, Kovalenko, Joceyln, Thibault, and Mark Ruchinsky. Andrey Kovalenko would not pan out with the Montreal Canadiens and was ultimately dealt to the Edmonton Oilers in exchange for Scott Thornton. Mark Ruchinsky ended up being a solid player for the Canadiens, but he's not a Patrick Roy. As for Joceyln Thibault, who they thought could replace Patrick Roy, he didn't fare so well in Montreal, and he was later traded in a package for Jeff Hackett. How did Patrick Roy do with the Avalanche? Roy went on to win 2 Stanley Cups with the Colorado Avalanche. To rub salt in the wound, he won the Stanley Cup the exact same season he got traded from the Canadiens. Looking back at this trade, the Canadiens absolutely got robbed. Another horrible trade he made was trading Pierre Turgeon, Craig Conroy, and Rory Fitzpatrick to the St. Louis Blues in exchange for Murray Barron, Shayne Corson, and a 5th round pick in 1997. Shayne Corson was not the same player that Houle envisioned he would be getting. Murray Barron was only with the Canadiens for 1 season before moving on elsewhere. Pierre Turgeon was the perfect second-line center for the St. Louis Blues. He would have 20-plus goals and 60-plus points every single season he played with the Blues. Although Craig Conroy was only a role player for the St. Louis Blues, he did go on to become a core piece for the Calgary Flames. Rory Fitzpatrick did not amount to much success in the NHL, but Pierre Turgeon is enough to make it a bad trade for the Canadiens. Trading Mark Recchi to the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for Danius Zubrus, 1999 second-round pick and 6th-round pick in 2000 was a huge mistake. The 2nd-round pick selected was Matt Carkner, and the 6th-round pick was Scott Seeley. Neither of these players had any success in the NHL. As for Zubrus, he had 2 subpar seasons with the Canadiens before moving on to sign as a free agent with the Capitals. Recchi still had many good years left in him, and he scored 20-plus goals every single year he played for the Flyers. Trading Vincent Damphousse to the San Jose Sharks in exchange for a 5th-round pick in 1999, as well as a 1st and 2nd-round pick in 2000, was also a big mistake. This could have turned into a good trade if they made good picks, but they didn't. These picks turned into Theo McLeod, Marcel Hossa, and Andrey. None of these players ended up having any success in the NHL. Damphousse ended up having 3 20-plus goal seasons and 5 seasons with the Sharks. As crazy as this sounds, his draft picks were infamously worse than his trades. Here are the list of his 1st-round selections. Terry Ryan at 8 overall. Matt Higgins at 18th overall. Jason Ward at 11th. Eric Chenard at 15th overall. Ron Hainsey at 11th overall. And Marcel Hossa at 16th overall. Of all his 1st-round picks, only Ron Hainsey has turned into be a solid NHL player. There is only one word to describe Houle's tenure as GM of the Canadiens. Terrible. Next episode, I will be talking about Doug MacLean's worst moves as Columbus Blue Jackets GM.